y'all? It's just Rhonda. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone's having a lovely Monday, getting started on this new work week. I'm late as hell, so I'm almost 2 o'clock, and I'm just getting started. And I have 4 videos that I really want to put out between now and tomorrow morning. So, without further ado, ciao. Where we at? Love and Marriage Huntsville. It's season 9. It's episode 13. Y'all, please like the video, subscribe to my channel. I'm on the road to 400. I'm going to take baby steps. 400. I would love to get 400 by the end of next month. So y'all like and subscribe. And if you're subscribed already, get some of your friends to subscribe. And we can talk about things, not just Love and Marriage Huntsville, other things, if you want to. Anyway, we still at this lame ass bachelor party that Destiny is over here throwing. And, just after Trisha and Mel get into it, Sunny walks in the door and immediately sucks all the energy out. Everybody's like, clutching their pearls because they want to see what damn Destiny is about to do. Act a fool. Act a fool, because that's what she do. Dressed in that silly little tight aluminum foil ill-fitting dress. One thing Destiny is gonna do is put on a dress that don't fit right, standing there stanked with the bottom of the dress up her booty crack. Anyway, Miss Angie, who's some type of part of the event coordination, has come over here with a completely bald head. Nothing wrong with it, no opinion about it. I'm just acknowledging it because, there it was, her and her bald head coming up here talking very calmly. What we're going to do, I'm going to paint vines on these people, and then you're going to come back and you're going to paint the flowers. Is this what y'all be doing at bachelorette parties? I don't remember last time I went to one, but I feel like this isn't what you do. The last one I went to, honestly, my friend's mom got her a resort day at one of these resorts, and we sat around and drank and ate and enjoyed the sun and a little bit of water, and it was a nice little pool day for the ladies on her bachelorette party. So yeah, that was way funner than whatever is going on over here. But these guys are going to paint on these people who've been sitting naked in the door waiting on Nell to get here. Nell. Child, after the lady came over there and said they was gonna be painting people, Nell was like, all right, well, this is where I'm about to leave. Nell, I showed up for this, and now, I'll see you tomorrow. And I feel like this is probably an unpopular opinion, but I feel like wedding people be having a whole lot of events that they be expecting you to take time out of your life to come to. You think I'm going to sit up here with Destiny's sourpuss face ass and the rest of these girls that I don't care for and paint on these naked people? I'm good. I'll see you tomorrow. And I don't blame her for that. They can sit around stank face if they want to. Destiny, it seems like she's trying to be the leader of the girls now, like she's stepping in Mel's shoes as this big businesswoman who makes candles and homemade projects down to a storage unit. Kimmy, I could tell, don't really fool with Destiny like that. So, it is what it is. But anyway, this is her party. And so who set this up? Nell, Destiny, and Sunny are now going to paint this half-naked man. They came to paint their flowers, and I don't know why, but Nell has to paint a snake. Why is she painting a snake? Is this some type of Garden of Eden reference or something, Miss Angie? I don't know. Vines and flowers and snakes and things. It's just giving me a visual of a story I was told about one time about how some woman ate from a frigging passion fruit tree and destroyed the world. I'm paraphrasing. Anyway, Nell is bored at her own damn party, so she decided to tell Destiny that her and Sunny were over here sharing a snake. Now, they were sharing a snake. I don't think it was at the same time by any means, but that snake that they are talking about, what's up, Moses, was definitely shared. And Sunny, of course, jumping. What'd you say, Miss? Sharing snakes? I don't share anything, honey. It's all mine. Yeah, it's all yours now, allegedly, as far as you know. I mean, I don't want to go there. But we do know that Destiny hit it first, girl. Honestly, I low-key appreciated the mess that Nell started because this whatever party she's over here throwing was boring as hell. So, since you're a bad party thrower, Destiny, you will be the one that will be, providing the entertainment with your own personal business. We're going to watch the blood vessels bust out of your forehead every time somebody says that this lady is Moses' wife. Destiny's sitting there because Sunny's sitting there by herself pretty much because Nell left her ass. Like just when you thought Mel was your friend, she's not. She's gone. So here you sit at this party with these people that don't really care for you like that. But they will exploit your, situation for entertainment. But hell, if you're gonna do it, they might as well do it because that's what you came here for. Sorry, I need to plug in the charger. There we go. Just in case y'all was wondering what the heck. Is the thing on? There we go. Whew, and then there was like, ciao. Anyway, Tisha tries to make small talk with Sunny, but Destiny doesn't like it because she's a possessive friend. She's a weird ass friend that doesn't want you to just make small talk with a person that's at your whack ass event. So what does she do? She walked her stinking ass in between Tisha and Sunny to pause the conversation. And she paused in the middle and gave Tisha this look. Destiny, that was some weird shit. She's sitting here asking the lady, how's the weather? Relax. Nobody want to look at your stank. Walk that thing over there somewhere. She act like Martell. I see why they're friends. That seems like a thing he does. Gets all puffed up in a tight suit. Tight dress wearing as Destiny and tight suit wearing as Martell like to ambush people and walk up all on them and stuff. Destiny wants to drag them from Detroit to LA to Atlanta to, Huntsville things. A lot of dragging going on when Destiny's involved. Fisticuffs. Sunny tells Tisha, well, Destiny just doesn't like me talking to her friends. Are we in high school? This is Sunny talking. Then she tells Tisha, y'all need to hold Destiny accountable for the things she does. And I want Sunny, we know Moses is your husband. We know every day you wait from that phone call that says it's a collect call from the state pen of St. Louis or wherever the hell this man is being, locked down at. Destiny is very desperate for us to know that she broke up with him before Stunny didn't steal this man from anyone. I was already done with that relationship, which is confusing, because if that's the case, now we don't know why you're so bothered, but we understand, Destiny, that you don't want this lady always everywhere. You are. She's over here at the Fletcher's house. She's over here, at the what's her name? Stormy. Stormy invited her to the, whatever that event was Stormy had. The lady be invited to things over here because she's a part of the show. And unfortunately for you, Destiny, that's why you're here. Sunny and Destiny keep acting like one person is not in need of being with the other. Destiny, if she's not coming, why are you here? Sonny, you and your boyfriend husband, you and your husband came over here and inserted yourself in Destiny's whole social circle. She's irritated. I would be irritated. That shit's annoying as fuck. But here we are. We don't want to hear about it. We didn't know Moses. Because we know Moses, he must have been as much of her man as Lance is. How is they in such a deep relationship with this man? Don't stay out of jail. He's been in jail half of his life. For God's sakes. What are we fighting about? Was he home? Was he not home? Was he locked up? You, Destiny, and Sunny came over here trying to sell us this man as some type of investment of property and logistics over there like Letitia and Ken. And he just tried to make us think he was some type of businessman that y'all was dying to have a baby for. Destiny already named the baby that never even happened. I didn't know Destiny had a podcast. So apparently, Destiny has a podcast. Is anybody watching it? I never heard anybody say anything. I knew nothing of it until this lady said that every Monday, Destiny goes on her podcast and starts talking about her relationship with her husband. And Destiny said this lady was on somewhere. Sunny's be out there a lot. And a matter of fact, I've seen Sunny out there running her mouth more than I have seen Destiny, but I don't be chasing these people like that, like that. So I know there are a lot of places. And I can't imagine that Destiny would be entertaining to watch on a podcast where she controls the narratives and sells us dreams about how she's this big boss with big D energy. Now, I guess Sunny went somewhere and brought her kids paternity, and that's whack, Sunny. So y'all be over here. What came first, the chicken or the egg? I don't know. Because y'all are over here arguing about Moses and the timeline and who had him first and all of that nonsense. And he's my husband now. Get over it. Stop talking about. See what I'm saying? If either one of y'all had anything else going on, then we would, I guess, be talking about it. Destiny says something about if you had children, you will understand where I'm coming from. And I don't know if Sunny's pregnant, but her titties look pregnant. Now, I don't know if I just missed that before or she just wasn't wearing this type of cleavage, but each time over at the mimosas with Melanie, she looked pregnant and she looked tired and haggard. You know, when you first get pregnant, you just be exhausted all the time. That's what she looks like. Pregnant while her man is incarcerated. Lovely. But she over here selling herself as some big time producer. I'm not saying she's not a big time producer. Don't seem like it. She looks a little dusty. Sunny says she thinks Destiny needs to move on. And I'm like, I feel like Destiny's moved on, but it's hard to move all the way on when y'all are everywhere she is. So that's just her being irritated by the situation. Destiny told her, if you pay more attention to your man, he wouldn't be in jail. And I'm like, I don't know that that's the case. Like he been in jail for most of his life, so I don't know why now she would be somehow responsible for that. This Moses person be's in jail all the time. Destiny got really upset. She went stomping outside, and Tisha went stomping behind her. And I'm like, Tisha, this is why people be over here calling you slow. Destiny said that Sunny don't have no. I hate I gave her that moment. She doesn't have any motion without me. I was like, y'all need each other for the motion. So let's be clear on that. Um, Tisha's like, so you're gonna let her run you off? Like she's here invited to things, so you're just not gonna come because Destiny says she's not running off. She just needed to come outside and get some breath of fresh air because she was not playing when she said she was going to dog walk that lady because she did say that she was about to dog walk her when she was inside. And so, you know, she said she needed to walk away before she dragged the lady, dog walked the lady, or whatever it is that Destiny does when she gets upset. Then she got all bug-eyed and leaned into Tisha like she was finna bite her. And Tisha had to take a step back on the other side of the car and be like, listen, I don't really know, have anything to say. I was just making small talk with the lady. It really wasn't that serious. I'm like, that was a whole lot of energy, Destiny. And then this past weekend, what's his name? LeBaric had mugshots come out from somewhere. I don't know what he was doing. It's DV. It seems to be the thing over there in Huntsville and other places. But I'm like, what was they over there doing? Boxing and things? It seems kind of like a toxic situation because if he has an anger problem and she's over here dog walking the bitches from one place to another, I can imagine how, probably a good thing that they divorced each other. Tisha says I just wish they would stop inviting Sunny to things because Destiny doesn't like it. Nobody cares, Tisha, what Destiny likes. She on the show now, so it is what it is. And then okay, then we gonna have to stop inviting them everybody to everywhere based on who like each other. I don't know why Tisha cares. After Destiny had her ambushed, the one thing about having Sunny invited, you probably won't have to worry about Martell coming to, stomp up on you when you're not expecting it. So it's Nell's big day. Whew, thank goodness. We're to this 30-year anniversary celebration. Lance comes in boy, they want to make Lance the star of our show, and he is not. And Nell gives him specific instructions. Listen, I need you to go out there and make sure that Mel and Martell are not sitting anywhere near each other. This came from Nell herself. She said, I want them up close, but I want them on opposite sides. And he said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to tell Mel what to do, but I for sure can make Martell's ass sit somewhere other than next to Mel. So that's what he did. He went out there. When she walked in, she was escorted to a chair all by herself. It was actually kind of funny, the seating arrangement. It was Mel sitting in the front row by herself, looking lovely, and everybody else over there. Now, Lance's sisters are feeling the way because they're talking about the whole bachelorette party where Destiny was over there losing her shit over Moses. And they're like, I mean, if she likes Lance, then why in the world is she so upset over Moses still like that? And Nell is like, I mean, I don't think that she's still upset over Moses. I think she's upset that Sonny is there and she keeps being invited to places. And I'm like, so you knew perfectly well that Destiny was going to be upset, like y'all discussed it before at her Madani grand reopening. And you did it anyway for entertainment purposes. Let her throw your party even. Like you don't even know her like that. And you've been to her event, so I don't know why you would allow her to take over your event. But here we are, outside somebody's, storefront, threatening to dog walk people. So the people started to arrive, and I don't know exactly what Martell is dressed as. I'm a tight suit toy soldier. He always look crazy. I think he thinks he's some type of suit designer. Seems like Maurice was the one that threw Chris's bachelor party because they was down to the credit one looked like with a bunch of strippers. And Marcel made sure he was nowhere in front of that camera behind that woman in her backside. What's his name? Chris and them had dollars in their hands and they was, that's what you do, making it rain or what have you. But that isn't that what a bachelor party? It seems like they were having more fun than these ladies were. That's what Kimmy was like, because they was over there fighting and shit. But they don't like each other. Like for real, for real. The niggas don't really care so much. Kimmy tells them about Mel and Trisha were over there arguing, and Martell's like, what? Why? She's like, Sonny and Destiny's arguing. He's like, well, of course they're gonna argue, but what happened with Mel over there and Trisha? They weren't arguing over you, stupid. They didn't even know what they were arguing about. Mel just trying to like pick on that lady, and she. One thing Trisha gonna do is short circuit when she gets so-called pissed off. I don't know what she thinks she's giving. It's not scary. Mel walks in. She's escorted to the front. Martell can barely hold his shit together because this is the first time they've been in the same place at the same time since we don't know when. Marcel and Tisha arrived and surprisingly go sit up there by Martell. And I'm like, honestly, I don't know why any of them are sitting by Martell. I know one thing, I would never have my wife anywhere near Martell. Marceau, he just called your wife a slow, nasty hoe. But y'all don't mind having you being cordial with one another. Martell's confessionals were annoying the hell out of me. He thinks like, he's all in this mood because he's at a wedding and he thinks like, I think we're cheating our kids of a lot, not being able to, have an alliance with one another. Child, you killed all of that. You're borderline psychopathic. Is that in that? Oh, you're a borderline psychopath, Martell. Why would she want to be anywhere around you? He's so sad because Mel doesn't acknowledge him. She see you, nigga. She would just not like to be in the same space with you. Not a hello, not a nod, not a smile, not a nothing. He sit up there talking about I wish, it had worked out the way it has for Chris Fletcher and Nell. And maybe if it had, me and Mel would be sitting here renewing our vows for 30 days. For 30 years. I mean, Mel's sitting there on her phone like, how long is it going to be? I'm leaving here at 3. At 3 o'clock is when I'm leaving. I don't care what they're doing or what festivities are going on. At 3 o'clock is when I'm out of here. I'm sorry, Martell. you reminiscing and things, but Joni Mitchell said you don't know what you got till it's gone. So clearly, I guess you realize when you have to sit over there and engage with what's this girl? Ariane. Trish, where did you get this orange wig from? And here you go sitting over there next to Martell. Where's Ken? Why isn't he here? Trish, we'll get to that. Destiny's all late walking through after the ceremony has started. Here comes Nell. She looks pretty. Um, at the end of the day, regardless to, whether what is this man, Chris Fletcher, is out here in these streets being a dirty old man or whatever it is that he's doing, I definitely believe he loves his wife. They have a beautiful family, and we gonna focus on that as this lady walks down the aisle after 30 years. For some people, it's an honor. For others, it's a sentence. I don't know whether she feels like she's been sentenced or whether, seems like she's happy about it. She does a lot of out loud giggling. Chris gave her a 7.5 carat diamond. I mean, I guess that's giggle worthy. Maybe that pays off for him, like hooking up Martell. Is that she can be bought, but I feel like sometimes we all can as the wife. If 7.5 carats, depending on the crime, might make it better. And a wedding. She didn't get one. You're married to somebody 30 years and you didn't get your dream wedding, and then you damn sure deserve it for your anniversary. Martell is in a happy spirit, and him being at the wedding makes him feel like he can see himself getting married again. I mean, he's been with his baby mama for 10 years. I don't know why she's not on the list of people to marry, but she's not her. She's just there for right now. He meant that shit. She's a peasant. That's what he said. That's what he meant. Tisha's excited. Oh my God, you got a new ring, girl. I wish I could be married for 30 years. I want you to be my mentor and so show me how to do it. Listen, being married to Marcel for 30 years is definitely a sentence. I'm not gonna, there's no it's a sentence. There's no good way to look at it. Unless you teach a child, I guess you like it. But I'm just saying, in my eyes, that would definitely be like a sentence. Might as well be a life sentence. Get me out of here. Mel is on one side of the room. The people are, this group over here all, kikiing together. And Destiny says, I think it's so sad how Mel has alienated herself from everyone and how we're all over here having a great time together. And she's on an island all by herself. And I'm like, that's because she don't fuck with y'all. I don't know that it's island or separating herself, but she definitely knows that I came here for Chris and Nell. And as soon as 3 o'clock hits, I'm out of here. Because I'm halfway not knowing how I feel about Nell, to be honest, right now. So the ladies are standing around. Who was it? Kimmy and Sunny wasn't at the wedding. So I'm just realizing Sunny wasn't at the wedding. Was she at the wedding, Miss Nell? You went through all of that to bring Sunny to the bachelorette party just for her to not be able to come the next day to the actual ceremony? Anyway, she ain't there. So Kimmy and Destiny and Trisha are standing around, and Tisha. Everybody but Mel is standing there, having a little conversation. And at one point, I feel like I heard this lady, what's her name? Trisha. Trisha, last time we seen you, you were at the bachelorette party, and I guess that was yesterday. Anyway, did I hear this lady call Mel trash? Trisha, what are you calling her trash for? I don't see her sitting over to you. You were the one sitting at her husband's house, pretending like you don't know what happens in the DMs. Now you got Ken over here about to lose his damn mind because he's just now catching up. Do do do. He better quit lifting and start paying attention. The ladies are like, "Hey, where's Ken? He's not here." And she's like, "Oh, he had a family emergency. Is everything okay?" Life be lifing. Oh, now you don't want to talk. You don't want to share your business. Child, Lance walking by looking silly because he thinks that Destiny is for real dating him. Lance, yeah, If you didn't know before, you know now. Destiny got you here because she ain't got shit else going on. And everybody was saying how cute you are. So she figured, let me string this boy over here. We could get some TV time. You did your thing, Lance, but I think it's time to go. I like Lance over there with his mom and them. The weird thing about the Fletchers is I feel like if they had been introduced like in a way that we could slowly get to see and get to know people, it would be a little bit different. But they didn't do that. They, this cast of six, core six imploded, and then now they keep trying to fill us in with people, real quick like. Don't work that way. Apparently, Destiny was over at her event Googling and eyeing some security or waiter or whatever that boy was. And she did it in front of Miss Nell, and Miss Nell then went back and told her son, as she should. I don't know, Destiny, why you think it would be cute to be flirting with some man if you're dating the son of me or Nell or anybody else that you were sitting there in front of. Because I would tell my son, I mean, I don't know how seriously you want to take that girl. She's definitely not taking you that seriously. So I'm not saying don't date her. I'm saying be careful with your feelings. That's what a mother should do. We all know that there's no way that Lance was prepared for Destiny and her big D energy. So it is what it is. Maurice and Martel and Marceau are outside having a conversation about, Mel sitting on the other side. And Martel sitting up here lying, talking about, I don't understand it. Everywhere else we are, we talk to each other. Lie. She has a restraining order against you. She does not talk to you. And again, Marceau, I can't even understand why you would be sitting here having a conversation with him about anything. He called your wife a slow, nasty hoe. Here you are, chuckle-looking with him. Listen to him lie. Mel has nothing to do with you, Marcel. Martel. Martel. The evening is moving right along. So far, Mel has stayed. So she stayed for the ceremony. She's staying like, it's time for the dinner portion of things. And then her and the Scotts are sitting at a table. And then you see Martel coming from somewhere, dragging a chair from wherever he was seated over to her table. Of course, Mel immediately gets up because she's not gonna sit there with Martel. He's sitting there looking crazy, like he thought she was. What did you think she was gonna do? She didn't really have to sit there and engage with these people that she don't like. So you gave her cue. Thank you, Martel. This is my cue to leave. Now, when I leave, I don't look like an asshole that's just not staying around for filming things. Now I can leave in peace, and that's what the hell she did. Martell sitting in the confessional. I don't know where me and Melanie go from here. To hell. You could go straight to hell, Martell Hope. That's what Melody thinks. She thinks you should go to hell and leave her the hell alone. That's what she thinks. She don't we can't meet each other halfway. She don't have to meet you halfway. She don't have to meet you on the way. She don't have to meet you around the way. She don't have to meet you nowhere. Y'all have been divorced for 4 years. She don't even have to meet you to exchange the kids on the switch day. As far as I know, you pick them up from school. When it's her week to start, she picked them up from school. She don't never, ever, ever have to see you except for when you're stalking her. What you be doing? Which is why she has a restraining order against you. Weird ass nigga. He thinks that why can't we just can't move past the things? We have to put the past behind us. I was like, the person that fucked up is always the one that wants to put the past behind. I put the past behind when I'm ready, weird ass nigga. You did these things to me. Take your punk ass over there with your peasant. She'd be glad to see you coming. Destiny takes a moment to pull Lance to the side because he didn't like her calling her out in front of the girls. She said he looked cute, and he said she thinks somebody else look cute. And then it turned into a little thing, and she called this boy sassy. And I'm like, no, I don't necessarily think I would call it sassy, Destiny. I would call it he confronted you. You was flirting in front of every damn body, so then I guess he was like, everybody already know. So they gonna know I think that's bullshit. We didn't have a discussion about it. I just brought up the fact that I'm not the only one you think is cute up in here. You can look at it how you want to. I feel like he did exactly what probably most people would. Don't smile in my face now. That's what it was giving. It wasn't giving sassy. Sassy is your homeboy, Martell, in the tight suits. And after they had their little talk where she tells him, I would appreciate it if next time you have a feeling, you should pull me to the side like I'm doing with you. And she said she didn't like him being sassy and then it was giving her red flags. And I'm like, Destiny, you are a red flag. And she went rushing back over to her tight suit wearing boyfriend Martell, sat down next to him. Mel is gone. So, you gotta try to stump your ass into her footsteps. Right next to Martell. Child, I guess after Mel left, the party was over. It was nice. It was nice to see Chris and Miss Nell celebrate their 30 years with their family and things. And, these people are going to do what they're going to do. So we back at Ken and Trisha's house. Thank God Trisha doesn't have that crusty ass orange wig on anymore. I can't believe she looked herself in the mirror and walked out the house like that anyway, but okay, girl. They've been arguing. This is why he wasn't at the wedding. I don't know what they got going on. I feel like Martell and them, not Martell, was he even there? Yeah, over at Destiny's event, Martell and Maurice, and they set up there and was like, man, the lady be lying all the time. How many lies does it take for you to, how long you gonna stick around? And that's when he's all like, oh, I can leave whenever I want because my heart is just, so strong. Child. Clearly ain't as strong as he thought it was, because now he mad. He recapped the thing. He went over to the Wicked Barbershop where they have bars and no barbers, and his friend was like, hey, how about if she keeps lying about whether she wants a divorce or not? She's not divorced. Like, how long are you going to hang around? I feel like finally this stuff is starting to register with Ken. So he's upset with this lady. He brings up a text message that he says in the beginning of their relationship. He saw a text message where she told Marquez that she would come back to him in a heartbeat. And I'm like, yeah, that's what happens with the crossover, Ken. You knew the lady was a whole wife over there, but it didn't stop you with your friggin' chocolate emojis. So don't nobody feel sorry for you. If she's in the middle of whatever it is, not somebody that she's just dating, her husband, that they've been together since high school. And I don't know what you thought you were bringing to the table that was going to have her so mesmerized that she wasn't conflicted about actually divorcing Marquez. Does she feel that way now? Probably not. I don't think she wants you or Marquez. I think that's the part you're not getting, Ken. So I guess what had happened was when he saw that text and she responds to him, he keeps bringing it up. She keeps saying, I don't remember saying that. That's not how I feel. I don't remember saying that. She remembers saying it. She just doesn't want to talk about it. Because in that moment, she probably felt like, yeah, I mean, she just met you or whatever. She didn't have those types of feelings for you. She got children with this man. Seems silly to bring it up, but that's not the real issue. The real issue is Martell. The shit is bothering him. He's probably gone over the timeline and realized they were actually talking during the time when she was over there trying to personal train Martell, not really over his couch to watch movies, not really cup a few times. Because Trisha lies. And Ken has finally decided to stop calling it bad communicating. It's not bad communicating, it's lies. That's what it is. Ken keeps telling her, but Martell ain't even the problem, it's you. And she's like, it's you. It's hard to understand this argument because Trisha is not, she's a liar and a bad communicator. Let's just put it that way. Trisha says that Martell lives rent-free in his head. I don't bring him up. Of course you don't bring him up. He's bringing it up because other niggas in the street keep bringing it up. And now he's like backtracking and finally catching up, I guess, to where we all are and wondering what the hell happened. It keeps coming up every time y'all go somewhere. See, this would have happened, Trisha, if you had took your happy ass over to Martell's open house. When you have lies attached to a situation, the way you and Martell are over there lying, y'all should stay away from each other. But here you are at that Nell and Chris's wedding, sitting next to Martell. Where is Ken? Somewhere not there. Is Martell trying to swing back around? Probably not that day when she had that ugly wig on, but he catch her some days. Maybe, her high and tight have him attracted. And maybe Trisha's feeling like maybe I should unsign papers to everyone. Ken referring to Marquez as her ex-husband. I was like, it's not her ex-husband though. It's her actual husband. To this very day, I believe they're still married. And you keep saying ex-husband to make yourself feel better, but at the end of the day, Ken, you moved your happy ass in with somebody's wife who's not actually actively going through a divorce. She just keeps saying she's riding around with the divorce papers in her trunk of her car because she just don't have time to stop over there for 5 years. This argument was wearing me out because it was going nowhere. Like anything he was trying to say to her, nigga, you need to let it go because you didn't address it when it was addressable. She been lying this whole time. You just now figuring it out. And he walks out. He's upset. He ain't going nowhere. Trisha's over there. No, 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 no. And then he's like, forget it. I can't even get anywhere. The problem is you. The problem is you. And I was like, I'm ready to go too. So can we wrap up this argument? He gets up. He's done. He's not really done. He comes back. Now he's telling her how he paid for everything. I paid for this. I paid for that. What did he tell her? When you struggling, tell your kids. And I was like, Ken, I don't know. This is just my speculation. Just because Ken has sold himself as the good guy, I think he likes to come in. The worse the worse Marquez looks, the better for him. So he relishes in the fact that Marquez doesn't do what he's supposed to be doing. So then he can say, I take care of these kids. I did this. And he's telling Trisha probably, in the woo down portion of the relationship, don't worry about it. You're my queen. I want you to, you just focus on this and on your career and da 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 da. And I got this because I'm a man and I'm a man's man. And you ain't gonna have to work. This is the song and dance I believe Ken was singing to Trisha. I support you. Remember, I support you. If you want to leave your career and become a personal trainer, I'm the best multitasker. I can even interject myself in your dreams that I didn't even ask you to come over here and interject yourself in, Ken. Now that you're pissed about shit that happened when y'all got together, when she chose Marquez, and she got some shifty shit going on over here with Martell. Now you want to be calling out the things you paid for. This lady is an engineer. I don't feel like she's gonna be lost and desolate without you. Can two people do better than one person? Yeah. But the people said you came from out of your ex-girlfriend's house, who was also married, over here to her house. So if you can do it and go on an island and do it by yourself, then you should probably go to somebody's island and do it by yourself. Stop pouring yourself into people's cups that ain't pouring back into yours, Ken. So I don't know that he went to an island, but he did squeeze his big, incredible Hulk looking ass into that Corvette and he sped off. Trisha was like, bye. She don't care. She's probably like, his ass will be back. They all come back. Next week is part 1 of the reunion. And boy, am I glad to be here. Let's wrap this thing on up, Huntsville. Until then, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back with, I don't know, we'll see when I get back. Bye, y'all.